No injuries were reported after a concrete pump truck fell over and struck several parked vehicles Wednesday on the K-State campus. University officials say it happened around 11 a.m. in the B1 parking lot near Weber Hall, where construction is continuing on the new Global Center for Grain and Food Innovation. That incident resulted in a brief closure of Claflin Road on campus and the B1 parking lot, which reopened last evening. The case is under further investigation. Closing arguments wrapped up Wednesday in the trial of former Manhattan chiropractor Clark Petersen, accused of sexually abusing 19 women. Prosecutors said Petersen betrayed patients' trust by changing his treatments in 2017 to include inappropriate contact, reminding jurors that women don't have to fight back to be victims. Defense attorneys argued the case lacks evidence and asked for not guilty verdicts, saying Petersen is presumed innocent. The jury now begins deliberations after 2 weeks of testimony. Riley County Police are asking for the public's help after a string of vehicle burglaries in southwest Manhattan. Authorities say cars were targeted between Saturday and Tuesday on Wilson, DeHoff, Davis, and Gillespie drives. Residents who live in that area are urged to check their security or doorbell cameras and send any video evidence to Detective Horn at mhorn@rileycountypolice.org. That's mhorn with an E at the end. Police also remind drivers to lock their vehicles, park in well-lit areas, and keep valuables out of sight. Manhattan city officials are moving forward on a plan to overhaul grease and waste collection in Aggieville. At Tuesday's work session, city commissioners agreed to issue a request for qualifications to find a hauler to help consolidate trash and recycling bins into centralized locations. Deputy City Manager Jason Hilgers says the plan includes gathering feedback from local businesses, exploring options for recycling and security, and improving alley lighting.
We need a hauler to know what works and what doesn't. It doesn't make sense for us to put something in place that we can't find a hauler to serve. So the timing of it is really imperative that we get that entity on board so we can look at options.
The city's looking at 5 potential site locations for compactors in the 4 alleys and near Triangle Park. Hilgers says construction estimates for the compactors are between $1.4 and $1.6 million. Kansas officials have clarified a new law banning foreign nationals from contributing to campaigns for or against state constitutional amendments. The Kansas Public Disclosure Commission approved rules for enforcement Wednesday, including a 48-hour reporting window for expenditures. The law, passed this year as House Bill 2106, took effect on July 1st. It's at the center of an ongoing federal lawsuit. A judge will now decide whether the case continues after commissioners finalize the framework. The law allows the Attorney General to bring criminal charges while the commission can pursue civil action. Meanwhile, commissioners also are grappling with staffing shortages after budget cuts and have raised the salary range in hopes of filling a long vacant general counsel position.
Good morning, I'm Troy Coverdale with your sports headlines. Dylan Edwards will...
This episode is brought to you by Buffalo Trace Distillery. Powerful yet smooth. Contained but never tame. Proudly going their own way, but never going alone. This is the spirit inside Buffalo Trace Bourbon. Made at Buffalo Trace Distillery, the world's most award-winning distillery. Buffalo Trace is always perfectly untamed. Distilled, aged, and bottled by Buffalo Trace Distillery, Franklin County, Kentucky. 90 proof, 45% alcohol by volume. Learn more at buffalotracedistillery.com. Please drink responsibly.
Prime delivery is fast. How fast are we talking? We're talking puzzle toys and LickPad delivered so fast you can get this puppy under control fast. We're talking chew toys at your door without really waiting fast. Pee pads, cooling mat, and peg hammer fast and fast. And there's training TREATS faster than you can say sit fast. And now we can all relax and order these matching hoodies to get cozy and cute fast. Fast, free delivery. It's on Prime.
Another week and maybe more following his injury in the 17th-ranked Wildcats season-opening loss to Iowa State in Dublin.
I don't really have a timetable other than it's not going to be this week.
K-State head coach Chris Kleiman on his eponymous coaches show last night. Edwards was injured after muffing a punt before the Wildcats' first offensive possession this past Saturday. He immediately went to the sideline to be treated for an ankle injury and was ruled out the remainder of the game. The weekend in K-State athletics getting underway tonight. Soccer bids to move to 4-0 in a visit to UMass Lowell. Volleyball will open at home tomorrow night against UMBC before taking on Delaware Sunday afternoon. Chiefs wideout Rashee Rice has accepted a 6-game suspension for violating the NFL's personal conduct policy and will start serving that suspension when the team opens the season next Friday night. Rice will be eligible to return to the Chiefs in Week 7, ahead of their October 19th game against the Raiders. In July, Rice was sentenced to 30 days in jail and 5 years probation for his role in a multi-car crash in Dallas that left multiple people injured in the 2024 offseason. Salvador Perez hit a leadoff homer and added a 2-run double in Kansas City's 8-run fifth inning. The Royals pummeled the White Sox 12-1 last night. They keep pace 3 games back of Seattle for the final wild card spot in the American League. The Royals are off tonight. They'll open a series with the Tigers tomorrow evening. Have a great day. I'm Troy Coverdale.